I started it. The whole having a soul. Before it was all the cool new thing.
Oh my God, are you 12?
I'm getting a brush off for Captain Peroxide. It doesn't necessarily bring out the champion in me.
Chloé Zhao's Buffy the Vampire Slayer revival is being awaited with bated breath. Fans of the 1990s original are eager to see whether the new series can recapture the magic of the first. While the Buffyverse has continued for years through comics, podcasts, conventions, and spin-offs like Angel, this revival marks the first time that Sarah Michelle Gellar and Alyson Hannigan are officially attached to a Buffy project since the original series. As the cast members who went on to have the most high-profile careers outside of the Buffyverse, their involvement gives the revival added prestige and naturally raises the possibility of other fan favourites returning. While the return of the Scooby Gang presents few narrative problems, the same cannot be said for the original vampires. Angel, Spike, Drusilla and Darla are among the most beloved characters in the series, but their return highlights a major issue seared directly into Buffy lore. Vampires are defined by eternal youth. They are immortal and remain the age they were when they died. That rule now clashes with reality as the actors are decades older than when audiences first met them back in 1998. So is there a way to revisit these characters without undermining the lore that made Buffy's vampires work in the first place?
Is there a problem, man?
Yeah, there's a problem. Why are you following me?
This problem is not entirely new. It had already begun to surface towards the end of the original series run. David Boreanaz was 29 when he first appeared as Angel, and 35 when the spin-off Angel ended in 2004. James Marsters joined Buffy in 1999 at 37 and finished his run on Angel at 42. Today, Boreanaz is 56 and Marsters is 62. While both remain iconic, they naturally look different from how fans remember them. Yet they are also the vampire characters audiences would most want to see return. Are fans willing to overlook a 62-year-old Spike or a 56-year-old Angel if it means one last meaningful moment with the characters they love? One possible solution lies in practical filmmaking choices that preserve the illusion of immortality. Costume, lighting, and makeup could do much of the work. A lucky break is that these characters already have two established faces, human and vampire. If a return truly serves the new story, Angel or Spike could appear primarily in action sequences with their fanged face on, where the transformation itself helps maintain suspension of disbelief. The use of stunt doubles combined with vampire makeup could further ease this transition. What the revival should avoid at all costs is digital de-aging. Some recent examples, such as Noah Schnapp in Stranger Things 5 Flashbacks, or Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones 5, demonstrate how distracting this costly technique can be as it pulls audiences directly out of the story. In a show as character-driven as Buffy, anti-aging VFX risks stripping away authenticity and diluting the 1990s nostalgic charm audiences are hoping is revived.
Yeah, I did a couple Slayers in my time. I don't like to brag. Who am I kidding? I love to brag.
Fortunately, Chloé Zhao has spoken openly about her love for the original series, telling Variety that watching Buffy was a ritual for her growing up, and confirming that she will bring back OG characters for sure, while remaining focused on bridging generations rather than relying on nostalgia alone. This suggests any return will be handled carefully, tastefully, and with restraint, as Zhao is first and foremost a fan herself. More subtle solutions have already proven successful within the Buffyverse. The 2023 Audible drama, Slayers: A Buffyverse Story, avoided the aging issue entirely through voice acting, allowing fans to reconnect with Spike and Drusilla while imagining the characters as they always were. A similar approach could work in the revival. Phone calls, voice notes, or off-screen consultations would allow for legacy characters to remain present in the story without requiring physical appearances. Both Buffy and its spin-off Angel frequently kept major characters alive through dialogue and name-dropping, rather than constant on-screen appearances. This approach is far more effective than using body doubles, as seen in Angel Season 5 Episode 20, The Girl in Question. In that episode, Angel and Spike travel to Rome hoping to see Buffy, only for Sarah Michelle Gellar to not appear. Instead, viewers see a blonde woman from behind dancing in a club. While the episode succeeded comedically by focusing on the bickering dynamic between Angel and Spike, the lack of a true Buffy payoff left the moment feeling flat. If legacy characters are going to be teased rather than shown, audio or dialogue-based solutions feel more satisfying than stand-ins. The Buffyverse also offers several lore-friendly narrative devices that could allow vampire characters to return without breaking the rules of immortality. Magic has long been used to alter reality, so spells or glamours could explain brief appearances without implying permanent physical change. Prophetic dreams and visions, already an established element of Slayer powers, would allow vampires to exist symbolically as guides or warnings, and their different look could be explained away. Alternate dimensions and fractured timelines have also been explored repeatedly, most recently in Slayer's A Buffyverse story, where Cordelia Chase exists as a Slayer, and characters like Anya and Tara are back from the dead. These devices would allow iconic vampires to return in contained, story-driven ways that honour the lore while avoiding the limitations of naturally older actors.
You almost made it, Buff.
It's not over yet.
My boy Cotley here's about to wake up. You're going to hell.
Save me a seat.
The question remains whether these characters from the original series should return at all. Their storylines were deeply intertwined with Buffy's own, driven by a shared love triangle and by motivations that largely revolved around her. 30 years later, would these characters still be orbiting Buffy's life in Sunnydale, or would they have moved on? Including the vampire characters also raises complicated issues of canon and audience knowledge. In Angel, the vampires were given major storylines never explored in the main Buffy series. Angel and Darla had a baby. Darla was brought back from hell, resurrected, and then later sacrificed herself. And Spike, who died in the Buffy finale, returned in Angel Season 5 as a non-corporeal being, at a point where it even seemed Buffy herself didn't know he was alive again. If the revival includes these characters in any form, how much of this expanded mythology will be treated as common knowledge? Does their inclusion risk making the story more complicated rather than more meaningful? Ultimately, the return of Buffy's beloved vampires must serve the story first. This is a new show with a new cast, new stories, and a new generation of viewers. It cannot rely solely on nostalgia or assume deep familiarity with decades of lore. The Buffyverse has always been strongest where it respects its characters rather than overuses them. And while fans will always hope to see the original favourites like Spike and Angel appear in some capacity, their presence must serve the new story first.
Hurts, doesn't it?
Well, you know, it kind of itches a little.
Don't just stand there, burn him.
Gee, maybe he's broken.
What the hell is going on?
This one cannot be burned. He's clean.
Clean. You mean he's...
There's no humanity in him.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Angel.
Yeah, baby. I'm back.